Good evening. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your metal market wrap-up, and this is for Wednesday, the 7th of July, 2021, about 6:15 p.m. Central Time. Well, as you can see, you've got the gold up about $3 again, but it's over the 1800 level, which is the good news. Copper again tried to get into the high 430s, got thrown back, but it's still had a good gain. It's given back 100 points of that tonight. The dollar still reigns supreme as you're putting pressure on the euro. The Canadian dollar's had 3 good days down. If you look at the energy markets, unable to hold the $75 area in the Brent, and just sort of sideways action here now going into natural gas. Bitcoin under a little bit of pressure. So what's going on? Well, we did get the FOMC minutes today, and as confusing as they are, here's the thing I'm taking note of. Each time you're dropping real rates, you cracked today the 130 in the 10-year note. So you got under that number. Well, it's causing buying, in my opinion, in the stock market. People just want to get return, so they're just stepping away from anything in the Treasury. Now, we've heard from a number of people that getting down this far would be bearish the stock market. Hasn't played out. We've heard it's bearish the economy. So far, that hasn't played out. But the Fed's also concerned about the new variant, the Delta variant of COVID, what that's going to do. And that's all offering a bid to the gold market. You don't have interest rates, you got the stock market, maybe gold's the next play. As for the reflation ideas, they've been rough to hold. Remember I told you I thought we'd fight a battle after we got up here, that if we pulled back, it would be towards the 18-week average, and I didn't want this break that I put in here to close under that. So far I've gotten what I want, which is bullish, not bearish. So that part of the market's staying, to me, in a bullish mode. When I step over to a daily bar chart, I don't have anything yet I can hang my hat on. I've got a lower low period, or the chart has that, and a higher high. So we don't have anything there to hang the hat on. The market fell back into the support after it got over it just a little bit here of the 100-day in green and the 18-day average. Now, should this market be able to close tomorrow in a strong note, not back under 1794.60 with the gain on the day, that'd be nice. But if you really want to get the market more interesting, get up and get over 1815.70, and then I think you're going to get a lot of chartists talking about a potential return to that 1838.80 zone. Where's the Bollinger Band resistance? Well, it's collapsing each day. As you can see, it's 1857.60 tonight. It was 1872.80 the day before, and the day before that, it was 1890. So it's falling in the neighborhood of $17 to $20 a day. That could put this market right down to this resistance level, or very close to it, as early as tomorrow. Another point to remember. Momentum up. So you have the bias up because you're over the 18-day average. You have the momentum up. You're lacking a trend, but it can come as soon tomorrow. Is there anything on this chart that can all of a sudden turn the market bearish tomorrow? The answer is no. From a charting point of view, or at least my charting point of view, if you drop down, you'd still have a higher high and the lower low pattern. So that's one thing to think. When you come to the gold-silver ratio, silver's losing to gold right here. And you see that on the chart when you step over in this area. Now, silver's been fighting a battle at the 200-day average, which is under the 18 in the red. That is not a bullish setup. So as the market's lifting back up, what happens is that's your resistance. You also had a bearish crossover that occurred yesterday, right here. Take a look at the 18-day average. It got under the green. It stayed that way, and it's still that way. So that puts 2 layers of resistance over the market. But are we in a sell mode? That's the problem. No. You've got a lower low, higher high. You've got momentum up, bias down. I don't see anything yet there. In the copper market, copper is fighting a huge battle at the 18-day average of closes. It had come from all the way down here in this 410 area, came back up, got to that 18-day average, and notice how it's run out of steam. Now, there is a bearish event happening if the market closes much lower than this. I want you to look at the 18-day average in the 100, and now you're getting your what? Your crossover happened right now, where you're tonight. got the 18 under that. But the market's over both numbers, so I don't count it as much yet. It could be something. Trend up, bias up. What you don't want to see taken out is that low, and what you don't want to really get is a close under that 18-day average at 428.70. If it could lift out of here, then you're looking in the 440, 445 area, that upper Bollinger Band and the old high that you had right there. In the platinum market, again, like the copper, you came from this low, just over the $1,000 ounce area, climbed all the way up to the 18-day average, and you have been running into nothing but resistance. So are the metal markets out of the woods? Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. The strongest of the metals of all of them has been the palladium market, but it's used a lot of power to get up where it's at. I'd be very cautious. I don't give this market much chance of getting beyond the Bollinger Band, and I think the smart money in this overbought condition is going to take something off the table if they're long. We then look at the dollar index, and the dollar keeps gaining. Now, why? Interest rates are falling. The problem is, as our rates go down, it takes away what other central bankers wanted to do with raising their rates. That's the first thing. This COVID-19 variant, the Delta variant, is a monster. And it's starting to hit America now pretty hard too. If you're not watching the news, please do so. Take a look at what's going on in Missouri. Then take a look at some of the southern states where people don't believe in getting these vaccines. That is their right. The problem is, look who's in the hospital. Not people that have gotten the vaccines. The people in the hospital are those that haven't got the vaccines, and they're going to spread it to people that they've been in contact with that haven't got it. It's a terrible situation. I have no idea how you get out of it. I know there are people around the world that would die to be able to get the vaccines we have, and here we've got our own people don't want it. They're entitled to not want it. I'm not against them not wanting it. They got to contain themselves away, though, from people where they can spread it. That's probably the right answer. Ethereum, notice the battleground, 100-day average. Trend up, overbought into some stiff resistance at that 100-day average of closes. Now, each morning, I start recording at 5:40 to get you involved in the futures markets. Think of it this way. You wake up, you got ideas on the market. If you're like me, you've already looked at Bloomberg or CNBC or Fox or one of the something, and you're thinking, all right, here's what I've been wanting to do. You might even open up your charts. Wouldn't you like to take a look and see what somebody else that's a chartist thinks that maybe you respect? I hope you respect what I do. If that's the case, why not get involved in that? I record 40 some odd charts in the morning. You can watch it on your mobile phone. We give you a free app for it. Some people watch it on tablets. We think the best way to really watch it in the big screen is on our website, because I have a scroll bar on the bottom that you can pull, and it tells you the section of the chart you're in, because some people don't want to look at every single chart. I get that. You think I don't realize it? The other part that I get over and over people telling me is, thank you for the news in the morning, because I cover Asia, Europe, and what's going on here, the reports that are coming out. I cover the markets in this exact sequence each morning. There's that scroll bar that I told you. You just kick over to what you want, and it lights up in bright name with the yellow and black, and it tells you you're in the metal market section. What do you want to do there? And that's where you go. Excuse me. It's not free. I don't pretend it's free. $7.95 for the first 30 days, 6 videos a week, each one about 15 to 20 minutes long, with very specific buy here, sell there, do that. So what do you do with it? How do you take a look and read more about it? If you want, go to our website under the keyword research. It's all there. You can always call my staff. We'll have you hooked up like that, and you just buy it right online. I'm Ira Epstein. Have a great day. We had a great webinar today. I will be holding one, I believe, next Wednesday as well, and we're building a lot of people in them. You take care.